Georgia, we're sitting here just trying to work out what is ebbing and flowing here. There's this campaign, Back Boris, hashtag Back Boris, which conveniently ignores all his failings. Or have these people got it absolutely right? Do you think there are more important things to talk about?
I think it's a case of whataboutism, really. There are always many things to talk about, many important things to talk about. But I think that you are really seeing people also respond negatively to the sort of drip-drop of allegations that keep coming out about Number 10. Let's not forget, this birthday cake incident is not the only thing we've heard about that probably defied the rules. And I think if you actually look at various polls, it is cutting through whatever we see on Twitter from Boris's biggest fans. In the Conservative home polling, which polls, grassroots Conservative Party members, actually Boris is becoming very unpopular, consistently so over the past few weeks and month or so. And if you look at polls in, importantly, red wall constituencies, the Conservatives are dipping down. I think that it would be unwise to sort of think that people don't care. And we saw, obviously, Peter Bone, a Conservative MP on Newsnight yesterday, saying that, people on the doorstep are asking me about Ukraine. That seems not so believable to me, that people would be asking more about foreign affairs than domestic issues. Domestic issues always dominate in elections, of course.
But Georgia, it's very interesting that you point this out and say this, because you may believe what I'm talking to the viewers here and the listeners. You may believe what you believe, but that doesn't make it right. OK, you just can't make the news what you want the news to be. This is the news. He was telling everybody what to do. He didn't do it himself. He's the man who runs the country. He is the Prime Minister. Where is his leadership? Where is his stature? Integrity, all these things. Now listen, this is not us. I couldn't care less. I don't vote for anybody, so I don't really care less. But I do think I can see wrong. I can see, is this the man you want to lead us into war if we went to war with Russia, whatever? Chaos is a word, Georgia, that seems to surround him in everything. The way he dresses to jog, the way his office is, the way he seems to make decisions. He seems to be just...
Private life.
His hair style. Sorry, am I the only one that just sees chaos?
I think that's probably one of the best words to describe Boris. I mean, he seems sort of... he's one of these people, one of these characters who sort of blustered through things, and I think he's sort of he has this sort of cheeky, chappy, Jack the Lad image, which sort of allows him to pull through. And I think that, as Isabel was saying, we've seen this in his personal life. Obviously, he sort of had a lot of different personal issues and affairs, and that he was fired from the shadow cabinet back in the noughties due to lying about an affair. I think he just has this sort of attitude that allows him to pull through, and maybe the consequences of his actions are eventually going to catch up to him soon, because this attitude really it can get you through, it can get you votes, but it's not necessarily what makes an integrity-filled leader or someone who's the best person to lead the country, unfortunately.
I suppose it seems, though, he has a lot of enemies, and the question is whether or not the Conservatives are going to eat themselves, if you like. All this blue on blue isn't doing anyone any favours, and there isn't an obvious person to take over from him, is there? And that's a big problem for the Conservatives. Look, we have to leave it there. Georgia...